It's no secret that a properly working AC in your car can make summer drives a lot more comfortable, but have you ever wondered how to make it perform even better? In today's video, we're diving into some genius tips that will take your car's air conditioning to the next level, ensuring it blows colder air in no time. We'll be covering everything from simple adjustments to maintenance hacks that will optimize airflow and cooling efficiency. Whether you're dealing with sweltering heat or just want to improve the performance of your AC system, these easy-to-follow tricks can make a huge difference. Keep watching to learn how to get your car's AC working at peak efficiency and make your ride cooler and more comfortable. Let's jump in. Ventilate before cooling. When you jump into a car that's been baking under the sun, the interior can feel like an oven. The scorching heat trapped inside makes it tough for your car's AC system to function at its best, forcing it to work overtime to bring down the temperature. This means it takes longer for your AC to cool the cabin, and the air it blows is often less cold than you'd like. But here's a genius tip that can help your car's AC perform better. Ventilate before you cool. The process is simple and incredibly effective. As soon as you get in, roll down all the windows and turn on the fan without the AC. The goal here is to let the stifling hot air inside the cabin escape. Keep the windows down for about a minute or two, allowing the temperature inside the car to stabilize a bit. This step helps you expel the worst of the heat, which means the AC won't have to compete with such extreme temperatures when you switch it on. The result is faster, more efficient cooling and much colder air coming from your vents. By removing the excess heat before the AC even kicks in, you're easing the load on the system. The AC doesn't have to fight the blazing hot air inside, and it can focus on cooling the cabin down at a much quicker rate. Once the air inside is somewhat closer to the outside temperature, you can turn on the AC, and you'll immediately notice that it cools the car more efficiently. This simple step doesn't take much time but makes a huge difference. Instead of letting the AC work extra hard from the get-go, you're allowing the system to start from a more manageable temperature. This trick saves energy and reduces the strain on your car's AC, which means less wear and tear on the system over time. Plus, it cuts down on your wait time for that refreshing cold air to fill the cabin. It's a small habit that makes a big difference, especially if you're in a hurry or need your car cooled down fast. The best part? It's completely free and doesn't require any special tools, just a little patience and common sense. Ventilating before you cool might be one of the simplest yet most effective ways to boost your car's air conditioning performance. Clean or replace cabin air filters. One of the easiest yet most overlooked ways to boost your car's air conditioning performance is by cleaning or replacing the cabin air filter. This small component plays a big role in how effectively your AC cools the interior. When the cabin air filter becomes clogged with dirt, dust, pollen, and debris, it restricts airflow into the cabin. As a result, the AC system has to work harder to push cool air through the vents, and you'll often notice weaker airflow and warmer air, even if the AC itself is working properly. Over time, a dirty cabin air filter can significantly impact your comfort, especially during the hot summer months. A clogged filter doesn't just reduce airflow, it can also lead to musty or unpleasant odors inside the car due to moisture and mold buildup. This makes regular maintenance of the cabin filter essential for both your comfort and health. Car manufacturers typically recommend replacing the cabin air filter every 12,000 to 15,000 miles. However, if you live in an area with heavy dust, pollution, or unpaved roads, it's smart to inspect and change it more frequently. You don't need to be a mechanic to do it. It's often as simple as locating the filter, usually behind the glove box, removing it, and popping in a new one. The filters themselves are inexpensive and readily available at auto parts stores. In addition to the cabin air filter, don't forget about the AC condenser. Located at the front of the vehicle, the condenser's job is to release heat from the refrigerant. If it's clogged with leaves, dirt, or insects, the system can't expel heat efficiently, which means it won't blow cold air like it should. You can gently clean the condenser using compressed air or a dedicated condenser cleaner. Just be careful with the delicate fins. Keeping both the cabin air filter and condenser clean ensures better airflow and allows your AC to perform at peak efficiency. These simple maintenance tasks reduce strain on the system, improve cooling time, and extend the life of your AC components. Ultimately, clean filters mean colder air, quicker cooling, and a much more comfortable ride without needing any major upgrades or repairs. Optimize airflow. Optimizing your car's AC performance isn't just about the system itself. It's also about how you direct the airflow. One of the most effective yet underappreciated tricks to make your AC blow colder and cool the cabin faster is to properly position your air vents. Many drivers instinctively point all vents directly at themselves, thinking this will bring instant relief. While it might feel refreshing momentarily, it's not the most efficient way to cool the entire vehicle. To get the most out of your AC, start by directing the side vents toward the windows. This helps push cold air along the interior surfaces, particularly the glass, which tends to retain heat. By cooling these areas first, you reduce the amount of heat being radiated back into the cabin, which helps lower the overall temperature more quickly and evenly. For the center vents, avoid aiming them directly at your face. Instead, angle them slightly upward or toward the center of the cabin. This promotes better air circulation throughout the interior, helping distribute the cold air more effectively and reach passengers in the rear seats as well. When airflow is balanced, the cabin cools down uniformly, and your AC doesn't need to work as hard to maintain a comfortable temperature. If your vehicle has dual-zone or multi-zone climate control, make the most of it. Adjust each zone based on occupant preference and cabin layout. For example, if no one is sitting in the passenger seat, set that zone slightly warmer or close the vents entirely to redirect more cooling power where it's needed. Rear seat passengers should also be considered. If your car has rear vents, ensure they're open and properly angled to keep those in the back comfortable. On particularly hot days, rear passengers may feel the heat more intensely due to less airflow. Including them in your airflow strategy not only keeps everyone happy, but also aids in quicker cabin-wide temperature reduction. Proper vent positioning is a small detail that makes a big impact. It ensures even distribution of cool air, minimizes hot spots, and helps your AC system operate at peak efficiency. By strategically adjusting your vents instead of just blasting cold air at your face, you'll enjoy faster, more effective cooling every time you drive. Recirculation mode is a simple yet powerful feature that can significantly boost your car's AC performance when used correctly. This mode works by taking the air already inside your vehicle and recirculating it through the AC system, rather than constantly pulling in hot, humid air from outside. The result? Quicker, more efficient cooling and colder air blowing from your vents. When you first start driving, especially on a hot day, turning on recirculation mode can help the AC cool the interior much faster. That's because the air inside the cabin, while warm, is still cooler than the air outside. Instead of the AC having to cool down at 95 degrees outside air repeatedly, it can focus on chilling the already cooler interior air. This drastically reduces the workload on the system and speeds up the cooling process. Recirculation mode is especially useful in extreme heat or heavy traffic conditions, where the air outside is not just hot, but also filled with pollutants. By keeping that outside air out, you're not only cooling your car faster, but also maintaining a cleaner environment inside the cabin. That said, recirculation shouldn't be left on indefinitely. When this mode is used for long stretches, the air inside the cabin can become stale and humid. leading to discomfort and even foggy windows. To avoid this, it's best to switch to fresh air mode every 10 to 15 minutes, especially during longer drives. This brings in a bit of outside air, refreshes the cabin, and maintains a healthier air balance. Another tip: once your car is sufficiently cool, you can alternate between fresh air and recirculation modes to maintain a steady temperature without compromising air quality. Some modern cars do this automatically, but if yours doesn't, it's a good habit to develop. In summary, using recirculation mode correctly can help your AC work more efficiently, cool your car faster, and keep the air colder. Just remember to switch it off periodically to prevent the cabin from becoming stuffy. By managing this feature strategically, you'll enjoy a cooler and more comfortable ride, especially during those scorching summer months. Parking your car in shaded areas and using sunshades are two incredibly simple yet highly effective strategies to help your air conditioning work faster and more efficiently. When your vehicle sits in direct sunlight, the interior can become a literal oven, with temperatures soaring well above the outside air. This heat doesn't just make it uncomfortable to get inside, it also forces your AC system to work much harder and longer to bring the temperature down. Whenever possible, choose a parking spot under a tree, in a covered garage, or on the shadowed side of a building. Even partial shade can make a noticeable difference in how hot your car gets. By reducing the initial heat buildup, you make it easier for your AC to cool the cabin quickly, helping it blow colder air in less time. But if shade isn't available, sunshades are your next best defense. Placing a reflective sunshade on your windscreen can block a large percentage of the sun's rays, significantly lowering the temperature inside the cabin. For even better results, use rear window sunshades as well, especially if your car sits outside for long periods. These inexpensive accessories not only help the AC perform better, but also protect your dashboard, seats, and electronics from sun damage. The benefits of these simple tools go beyond just cooling. By minimizing heat buildup, you also reduce the strain on your AC system, which can prolong its lifespan and prevent unnecessary wear. In addition, cooler starting temperatures mean less fuel or battery power used to run the AC, which can improve overall efficiency, especially in hybrid and electric vehicles. Also, be mindful of the materials inside your car. Dark leather seats, black dashboards, and metal accents absorb and radiate heat, making the cabin feel hotter even after you start the AC. Whenever possible, cover leather seats with cloth seat covers and try to choose lighter interior colors if you're in the market for a new vehicle. Incorporating these habits into your routine can significantly reduce cabin heat, shorten AC cool-down time, and create a more comfortable driving experience, all without any mechanical upgrades. Regular AC maintenance. Regular AC maintenance is one of the smartest ways to ensure your car's air conditioning continues to blow cold, refreshing air, especially during those scorching summer months. Just like the engine or brakes, your AC system needs periodic attention to stay efficient and effective. Over time, refrigerant levels in your car's AC can slowly drop due to natural seepage or small leaks in the system. When this happens, the cooling performance declines, and you may notice that your vents are no longer blowing as cold as they used to. Seals, hoses, and components like the compressor or evaporator can also wear down over time, affecting the system's ability to maintain proper pressure and temperature control. Scheduling regular AC service is essential. During a maintenance check, a qualified technician will inspect the entire AC system, test the refrigerant level, check for leaks, and make sure all components, such as the compressor, condenser, and blower fan, are operating properly. Catching small issues early prevents them from turning into expensive problems later on. Another often overlooked component is the cabin air filter. This filter traps dust, pollen, and other airborne particles before they enter the cabin. When it becomes clogged, airflow is reduced, and your AC has to work harder to push cool air through the vents. Replacing the cabin air filter regularly, typically every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, helps maintain strong airflow and cleaner, colder air inside the car. Regular maintenance also includes checking the AC belt, if applicable, and making sure the electrical system controlling the AC functions correctly. Even something as simple as a dirty condenser or malfunctioning blower motor can significantly reduce cooling performance. By investing a little time and effort into AC upkeep, you not only ensure consistent performance, but also extend the life of your entire system. Preventative maintenance keeps everything running smoothly, reduces the risk of midsummer breakdowns, and saves you money in the long run. Keeping your AC in top shape means enjoying cooler rides, shorter cool-down times, and a more comfortable driving experience all year round. So there you have it, some truly genius yet simple tips that can make your car's AC blow colder, faster, and more efficiently. These aren't just quick fixes, they're smart habits and maintenance routines that can extend the life of your AC system and make every drive a lot more comfortable, especially during those blazing hot summer days. From ventilating the cabin before turning on the AC, to cleaning your filters and condenser, optimizing your vent direction, using recirculation mode wisely, parking in the shade, and staying on top of regular maintenance. Each of these strategies works together to enhance your cooling performance without spending a ton of money. If you've ever stepped into a hot car and waited endlessly for the AC to catch up, implementing these tips will be a game changer. You'll not only save time but also reduce the strain on your AC system and possibly even improve fuel efficiency. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, drop a comment with your thoughts or your own tricks, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable car care content. Your support means the world and helps us keep bringing you smarter ways to drive better. Stay cool and drive safe.